How that Wayne song go? You say tomato, you say tomato, I say get him, you say got him. Cheers. I mean, look at it. The key to being a head chef is being focused. When you get in your groove, you do not stop the groove. I got in my groove of cutting. I prepared us a combo bite, hitting off that radish. This is my favorite part of the day about being head chef. Hey, look. Yes, we're on the Asian journey, but I had to take another pit stop in the Philippines because I just got back from the Philippines, okay? I took an overnight trip there to learn a little something, so I can come back here and drop it on you. Overnight. There and back, quick. Yup. Today we have more synagogue. And synagogue is the correct pronunciation. And the reason we have more synagogue is because I have more knowledge. Did a little snooping around, a little conversating with the comments. I got a little something to talk about too, but that's for later on. And got some more stuff. Look here, like I said, I did a little research, a little talking to the comments. Eggplant, tomatoes, onion, radish, spinach. We know what we're doing. But on a side note, hey yo, you know who I'm talking to. When I say what I say, you gonna know who I'm talking to. Well, why? Why you came in my comments with the negativity? Chicken and watermelon? Damn, bro, is it because I'm American? What's up with it? Where's the love? It's cool though. It's cool. I'm gonna let it slide this time. I'm gonna let it slide this time. Come back in my comments with that bull. These really are some beautiful vegetables. I mean, can you just look at this? Red, on pink, on purple, on tan, on green. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Now look, as a multi-talented chef, we gotta add that synagogue soup mix. Add it in there. While that comes to a boil, what do? We cut our vegetables. Okay, I already got the rice inside cooking. I bet y'all didn't even know. See, y'all didn't even know that. I got rice cooking too. Cause I did research. I did conversating. I went to the Philippines. Like I know what I'm doing. And as a multi-talented chef, what do you expect? Head chef. I know what I'm doing. Now you see, I was gonna stay outside to cut these beautiful vegetables in that vibrant light, that vibrant sun. But then I thought about it, nigga, it's hot. It's fucking hot. I gotta go back outside in a little while. Fuck that sun. I'm about to cut these vegetables in this house. And then after, we'll go back outside. But as head chef, I can do shit like that. Cause I'm head chef. I'm head chef. I choose when I want to go outside. I choose when I want to come inside because I'm head chef, right? Me. I better not hear anyone in the comments talking nothing otherwise. Nothing at all. Or we're going to have some problems. Like I told you, I'm going to let you slide this time. Because, you know, as a head chef, you know, I can handle stuff like that. Okay? Y'all just don't know how it is in that kitchen. Not everybody bathed for the kitchen. Cut my vegetables. Now, when cutting an onion, you have to be very precise. Straight down the middle. Yes, yes indeed, yes indeed. So then it becomes two, okay? When you cut something down, symmetry. When you in the kitchen, symmetry. Look, now I'm a chef cannot, a head chef cannot reveal his secrets. So I'm gonna break the onion down some more. I'm gonna show y'all, I'm learning moment. Precise Very, very precise cuts. Look at that. We left them large. Large because they're going into a soup. You want context. You want to be able to taste them. Y'all go learn. Y'all go learn. I know a couple of you out there are asking yourselves, Shrimp, why did you take off your gloves? I have to be able to feel the food. You must become one when you are slicing. You need to feel the food in your soul, feel the blade. Y'all go learn though, y'all go learn. Holy fucking shit. This is a big ass eggplant. As a kid, I always walked in the store and I'm like, man, what is that big purple thing? We got it today. You rub it, you smack it, you slice. You slice. Y'all don't need to see every slice though, because a head chef does not reveal his secrets. I'll slice, and then I'll show. One day when I find the sous chef, I'll be able to teach them, okay? I'll teach them my secrets. But until then, nope. What's these seed things in here? Can I eat these? What? Am I supposed to pick these seeds? It's no way. That's a lot of seeds. I'm gonna leave them in there. Probably healthy. I'm gonna leave them in there. Yeah. That's the smartest idea. Beautiful, beautiful plating. Beautiful. And no, I didn't show y'all the cuts of the eggplant because the key to being a head chef is being focused. When you get in your groove, you do not stop the groove. I got in my groove of cutting. I couldn't stop it. I just got to cutting and cutting and cutting, but I did stop for the radish because I don't know what to do. But as a head chef, we are taught to be strategic. Not even we, because no one has learned the type of chefandry that I have learned. Okay, so I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna add it to the beautiful plate because guess what? For those of you who saw my last video, what's key? Plating. Plating is key. So I'm gonna break it down, unbutton the top button, let my neck breathe, let me focus more, okay? And I'm gonna plate. So y'all just hang tight, I'll be back. Now we had to pop outside for a second because as head chef, you have to be able to multitask, okay? If you're a head chef, you're a multi-talented chef. So we came out here just to check on things, stir it up a tad bit. Are my gloves on? No, they're off because we're still one. If I put the gloves on, it cancels out our connection, okay? So we're gonna stir this. Whiffs, push and whiff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Just beautiful, just beautiful. Look how that sun hitting off the tomatoes, hitting off that radish, off them onion, spinach, eggplant. Now look, I know some of you may ask, where's the meat, Shrimp? Especially you OG Filipinos out there, because y'all know what y'all are doing. Y'all may ask, Shrimp, or y'all may tell me, Shrimp, you need to add some meat to really just complete the Holy Trinity, to put it in its final form. But here's the thing. As a head chef, we have to stay versatile. We have to stay versatile starting off in our cooking. Okay, just for the beginning of our cooking, we have to be versatile and considerate. In the words of my cousin Drewski, we don't judge. We do not judge, okay? We will add some meats, we will add some proteins, but we have to crawl before we walk. I have to walk y'all through this. Crawl, walk, run, climb y'all through this. We're in this together, not apart. I know what I'm doing, but some of you don't, okay? Oh shit, that water is boiling, which means it's time to input the vegetables. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. More spinach. We need more spinach. Gotta grow the muscles, you hear me? Gotta grow the muscles, you hear me?
Like, do y'all really destroy lonely? Like, I can't say this enough. Destroy lonely. Ken Carson, X-Man, the X-Man. If you know, you know. Because me and Shrimp, my twin brother out there, we know.
I think that's gonna be enough. You wanna risk the pot. Slowly, but surely. Push and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. Cooking up that medicine. That potion. Now you see me personally as head chef. I like a little bit of crunch. Crunch gives it, yeah, it just gives it personality, okay? So I'm gonna leave the lid off so that things do not humidify and get too soft, okay? You understand? Now I may be inside absorbing this air while things simmer down, absorb, become one. But I'm never not doing nothing because I'm head chef. I'm examining my rice, okay? That's gonna do. The consistency, yeah. Now y'all see, this is my favorite part of the day about being head chef. My favorite part in general about being head chef. The eating, the chow. Ooh. Ooh. That smells like green vegetables. And of course I got that ricey rice on me. Now y'all don't think that this just comes overnight. You gotta work your way up to being a head chef. Yeah, I eat now. I cook and I eat, but once before I was just cooking. Once before I was just prepping, okay? It's levels to this chefing, man. Takes a long time to reach head chef, but I've got there. Okay? And some may take longer than others, shorter than others. That's not what matters. It's about getting to this point. The food, eating, the taste, the flavor, because it's always go flavor.
I mean, look at it. Look at it.
Look how everything cooked down so well. Ooh, I did that. Me, head chef, did that. We've had a couple run-ins with this synagogue, so we know what to expect from this, okay? A soury taste, but being that we put way more vegetables in here today, way more vegetables, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. But before we give it a try, we gotta give it a blow. Wow, that was so hot, but still sour, but that's growing on me. That sourness is actually really growing on me. Like it's starting to give me a vinegary type of taste. Ooh, mixed all these vegetables. Ooh. Which one should we try first? Eggplant. Thought we should try it first because I don't know, it's calling my name. I do enjoy the taste that came together with the eggplant because the eggplant kind of dies down the sourness and then it ties together and it makes it, makes a good balance, but I don't like the consistency of the eggplant. Couldn't get behind that. It was too soft, too gelatinous. I think I just unlocked a new word, gelatinous. Because it had like a jelly-like texture, gelatinous. Yeah, I think we just unlocked a new word. But then the outside, the skin of it was given like grape skin, tomato skin. I like the skin, just don't like the meat. You get it. Radish. That color's pretty. It just looked at me and was like, try me. So I'm gonna try. Okay, at first the radish kind of caught me off guard because it was like, boom, here's the flavor, here's all the sourness. But then it kind of grew on my taste buds because it gave me this other like neutral taste from the radish that I really enjoyed. And then the sourness came in and the consistency was pretty neutral. It wasn't too soft. It was like, I don't want to say it was perfect because it wasn't perfect. Only thing perfect around here is head chef. All right, but it was good. I think I can get behind a little radish, a little bit of that pink radish. Indeed. I know that onion about to hit. 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 So you know how onions have their own oniony taste, their own little zesty taste behind them? Yep, it came with the zesty onion, with the sourness. Consistency could have been more crunchy. I like a crunchy onion, but it's okay, because that flavor made up for it. Sour, zesty, slash a little bit of hint of that sweet. Not too much sweet though, because it's a white onion. It's not a purple onion. How that Wayne song go? You say tomato, you say tomato. I say get him, you say got him. Cheers. Tomato. Nah, I can't do that one. That's not gonna work. You see, I'm already not a big fan of tomatoes. It's that taste that tomatoes naturally have I just can't get behind. And it's like the juices from the sourness and the juices from tomato came together and was like, you know what? I'm about to give you that sour, juicy tomato. Because the tomato already has like that very acidic type taste. It's kind of bitter, but it's good with certain things. Like I can eat tomatoes in Italian dressing, but I can't get behind that one. It's just not it. Not the twin. Can't get behind it. Not the greens. That spinach. If this spinach tastes anything like that bok choy in this synagogue, I know it's gonna bring back a childhood memory. Shout out my grandma. I pointed that way because she lived that way. I'm not pointing to the sky. I just want to get that clear. My grandma is not dead. Oh, shit. Damn. So things started off perfect, tasting like some good old collard greens. Then it just kind of got a little too sour. It's like that spinach absorbed a little bit too much of that synagogue. So it like, oh shit. It was still good, but just a little bit too savory for my taste buds, a little bit too vinegary. But actually, you know, it's leaving this lingering flavor that I actually like. It was just getting through all the chews. It's like it gradually climbed up the sour track, and it got real sour before we swallowed. So, yeah, that was a little intense. But I know this rice is about to bring everything together because rice is balanced. My mouth started watering thinking about it. Ooh, and as head chef, I know about balance. I know all about balance. So this is what I did. I prepared us a combo bite: tomato, spinach, radish, eggplant, onion, okay? Hopefully some of that softness goes away when it comes to the tomato, because that tomato was just soft. Like the eggplant was soft, but that tomato was softer, softest. And my rice down here. Now look, you wanna let the juice, nah, you know what? I wanna keep that good balance. Cheers. Okay, maybe not the balance I was looking for. Still was very sour, but also those vegetables hold so much liquid. Like all these vegetables are so absorbent. So it's still pretty sour. But the rice did kind of balance it out on the back end. Maybe if we ate it a tad bit slower, you know, individual vegetables, small bites of rice, especially with the spinach. Look, matter of fact, why talk about it when we can try it? Little spinach. Mm-hmm. Now you see that spinach and that rice, that onion and that rice. That's the balance I was looking for. A little bit of sourness, not too much sourness, with some balance from the onion. No balance from the spinach because the spinach just absorbs everything that it soaks up in. But that rice, that's what helped the spinach. The onion and the rice helped the sourness. Yeah, I can get behind those two. I can definitely get behind those two. Overall, I do enjoy Sinigang in its final form, but here's the thing. I'm not really a big tomato guy. So, you know, they already kind of had, their eyes weren't looking too good going into this. So, you know, and then the eggplant. I've never had an eggplant cooked down, only fried. It was good. I think that was an eggplant. Yeah, it definitely was an eggplant. It was good. It was good. The onion, bussin'. Spinach, bussin'. Radish, wasn't bad at all. I actually enjoyed the radish too. It wasn't bad at all. Like it gave a good little, you know, some flavor. I ain't see nothing wrong with it. Then the rice. I can get behind it in its final form, but it's still, wait, why was this one a tad bit, I feel like this was more sour than what we've experienced in the past. And we have a lot more vegetables in here. I think we got I should have got the agave style. But I can still get behind. So if you didn't learn anything from today, always remember that flavor is gonna flavor, but it takes real sophistication and dedication to be head chef. And if you're in the ocean and you're swimming, then you're damn sure shrimping. Maybe you can be head chef one day. But I do love y'all. And it's peace until next time.
LOL. So Shrimp thinks just because he tried a couple food items, he's head chef now. Okay?